Hi guys, so we're back with another hardware review. Yes, we're getting through some hardware at the minute. This was given to me at Expo from Cecilia, who is from a company called Smoke Vape, based in France, who are the Advken European suppliers to vape shops and such. I'll put her details down below so you can do all that wholesale malarkey and get your stuff in, and also I'll link you to the Advken page. Currently I've found this in the UK for around the 30 squids mark. This is the Ziggs Rdta from Advken. So let's have a little look see and get up close and personal with it and see what the crack is. But first of all, let's have a little looky around the box. We've got the colour here as well as everything else. I don't know if they come in other colours apart from that, I am not sure. I think they're only stainless steel, but I shall just check. 2 seconds. I'm sure they come in SS only. Oh no, SS or black they come in. I've got the SS one here, as you can see. It's a 24mm, but we've got the old saucy calipers to get on it in a minute, so we can see exactly how big everything is. But we'll have a little look around the box and see what's inside, shall we? So on the front we've got this rather snazzy design with that sort of like reflective blue. I apologise about the lighting, but you got that reflective blue. You've got the colour just on a little sticker there, SS for stainless, 24 for size there. Got Advken in blue on the side. Got a little old scanner. Got all the details for advken.com and all that malarkey. Has it gone off autofocus? Probably. Is it having a crisis? Most likely. Yeah, it's gone off autofocus. That's why it didn't work. There we go. So you got your shizzle there. Focus. Come on. There we go. You got all these. There you go. You can see a bit better now, guys. There we go. Focus is up. Apologise about the lighting. I need to get some more lighting. And there we go. We've got our good old scratch and sniff there. We've got our barcode malarkey going on there. If it'll focus. Come on, focus, you damn thing. Go. And then it's got standard configuration, Ziggs Rdta, coil Dr. screwdriver, PEI tube, 1 PC tube, 1 accessory bag. There we go. So let's have a look what's in the box, shall we? Ta-da! Very nicely packaged up. Apologies about the lighting. It is very much squiffly doodlies. We'll just turn the brightness down a little bit. That's better. So what we got in the box? We have got the Rdta itself. Come on, focus, you stupid thing. Alright, manual focus it is then. Manual focus it is. Go to manual focus, it might work a bit better. Manual focus, there we go. There we go, you can see it a bit better now, can't you, guys and girls? There we go. So we've got the Ziggs Rdta there. Put that down in a minute. We'll have a look what's in the box. Obviously we've got our yellowy amber colour drip tip with the amber coloured tank on there. But you also get a stainless steel tank cover and a clear plastic one. Put them back in the box so they're nice and safe. You also get the Dr. coil or coil Dr. screwdrivery end, and a couple of spare screws and some O-rings. We've got anything else in the bottom of the box? I don't know, so I haven't looked. Nope, nothing in the bottom. But overall, it's quite nice. So we'll have a little closey look at the bits and pieces in there. I'll leave that out because I need to put the coils in with that. So we'll leave that out and put that to one side. Get the focus back again. When we get any closer than that, that's as close as we can get. Right, so we have got, here's the Rdta. Let's have a look, shall we? There we go. Is it going to focus? Is it not? I am going to have to go to manual focus, aren't I? Because it's just like, nope, nope, nope. There we go. So here's a little tour. Ziggs on there. We've got our airflow slots all the way around. We've got on the bottom, we've got Advken Ziggs and the C mark and all that good stuff. The drip tip is nice wide bore one. Let me have a look, see if a goon style one fits it. Where's my goon? I'm sure it's a goon size one. Yes, it is. I can't find my bloody goon now, can I? Ah, there we go, there's my goon. Oh no, it's bigger than a goon style one. So yeah, look on that one. It's a wide bore drip tip anyway it comes with, but I'm sure you can find someone that does custom ones. The focus has gone again on it because I've done that right. So there we go. That's that. Put that back together. So how do we take it apart? This is rather nifty now. This is where it gets a bit sexual. So we pop that out. There's, you've got your airflow there. Look, as you can see, you can turn it down to 1. You can turn it down quite a way. That's quite a tight mouth to lung. And then you can really, really lung hit it. Lung hit that bad boy. So pop that out. Now, to get this top cap off here, this top surround here, normally you'd think pull, but you don't. You half click it, half turn it, anti-clockwise, and pull. And off it comes. I don't know if you can see very well, but see, it's got little bayonet fitting on there. Very snazzy. And then obviously we got our deck here, and then this comes off just by giving it a twist. Well, it would do, but I've over tightened it. It does come off, I do assure you, but I think that's just because it's stuck on the O-ring because it's been sat in there for a bit. Yeah, it's stuck on there. That was my own fault because it's really dry. But anyway, there's the deck, as you can see. Nice 2-post deck, and then you've got your cotton holes down either side there. And you fill it just by pushing down the side there with a bit of juice. You put your nibble down the side and just fill it up like that. So without further ado, let's get a coil in it, shall we? Let's get some coils in there. It is a single coil only. It is not single coil. It's a dual coil only jobby. I suppose you could pack some cotton in there or something, just to bung it up. There's no bung with it, so stop it from being thingy. So we'll go back to autofocus, and we shall get on it. What I need to do is get it wet again and get the top off. Actually, I might be able to get it off when I screw it on here, mightn't I? Let's get it on the old coil master. No, it's well and truly on there, I think. It came off this morning. Oh well. It'll come off, don't you worry. That's just my issue with it. But it's come off every other time I've used it. I think it's just like it's been over tightened when it's been on there. Get a battery for the old coil master. Let's get a build in there, shall we? Build in there. I might edit this faffing about larky out. There we go. There we go. Right. So there we are. So we'll be using the little tool that they give you. Let's see if we can get my camera any closer to it for you guys. Probably, I think that's as close as I'm going to get, boys and girls. So yeah, it's just a case of building on it now. Nice big chunky posts on it. Nice big chunky posts on it. As you can see, these screws are nice and big and chunky compared to the normal malarkey. So focus, will you focus? There we go, nice chunky screws. Probably about 4mm, I think that is. 3 or 4mm, is it? Doctor coil, yeah, it's a Doctor coil one. And we'll go. I know what I forgot to do. Should we do that first? Let's do the rough size, shall we first? Obviously, no, she's 24. Let's pop that back on again for a minute. My own fault. That is getting ahead of myself, aren't I? Getting ahead of myself. Pop it back together before we put coil in it. Coil build in it. Let's just open this sucker up and let's have a look at the see what Mr. Calipers have to say. I've had these for ages and I've seen other reviewers use them, so I'm going to. So let's go from, make sure that's on 0, 0, which it is. Let's go from drip tip to 510, which is 30, we'll call that 37 give or take, long by 24mm wide. Yeah. Pardon me, burping away. If you just want to know the size from there to there, we're talking 26mm basically. So there we go. So that's the sizes. So let's get back onto that build, shall we? Pop the top off, pop that out of there, pop you out of there. Got the coils here. Open those suckers up. Because I've already got these built, it doesn't really matter that much. So I can just snip them in like Silky the Silkworm's leather cod piece. I've put them in upside down, have I? Nope, that's right. And that one goes like that. Goes in there, just like that. And they're going to get tightened up now, like so. Might have to get the old coil master out, just give them a bit of a tweak afterwards. There we go. Yeah, we will need the coil master out, I think. Oh no, I can do it with this. There we are. Give them a little bit of a straighten up. Make sure they're nice and level, because I'm really anal about those sort of things. Give them a little shove, make sure they're all together. There we go. Focus, come on. Did I put the autofocus back on? Yes. There we go. You see that building there? Built up there, ready to go. Autofocus it back on again. We need some cotton, don't we? Need to dry fire them first, make sure they are firing correctly. Make sure that one's not quite right, that one. Just have a faff with that. I'll get them near enough as level as I can. That one is not. There we go. Pulse fire. Make sure they're burning correctly. And a little strum. Is that one loose? Yeah, that one's loose. Need to tweakle with that one, I think. That's better. Okay, nice and nicely, all nice and squiffly. Let that cool down. Come back in a sec when it's cooled down, and we shall put some wick in there. So they're nice and cool now. So we'll get some cotton in there. Okay, have another look at the coils. There we go. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't like focusing this camera sometimes, but we'll see anyway. You'll see in a sec. So what you can do, you can take this out. Yeah, that's one. Let's see if that'll come off. Oh, that's well stuck in there. So yeah, let's get some cotton in there. Bit of cotton. Some cotton out of there. That piece will do. Doobie-doo. A bit of cotton bacon for the win. Oh, I love bacon. I do. Don't know about you. I love a bit of bacon. Everyone likes a bit of bacon, don't they? Can't beat a bit of bacon. Right, so doobie-doobie-doo. Doobie-doobie-doo. Here is the old roller-roller-roo. Roller-roller-roo. Roll. Twist the end. Bang it through the coil. Right in the coil. There we go. Right in the coil. Same with the other bit. Nice and snug. You know the score. George Dawes. A little swiffle. We want some what? What's some of those? And where's my tweezers gone? There's my old tweezeroonies. You don't have to make this long. You can make these quite short. You just want them to sit down in the bottom. So I'm going to go with about there. You just want a couple of mil outside the grass. Fluff the ends. So you can just tuck them in. Get more matchy. Because it's got that C style wicking holes, it's quite easy. It makes life a lot easier. It makes life so much easier. A little bit dense on one side than the other, but it's all good. So let's get all that crap out of the way. Bang that down there. straight in. No messing, just bosh in there. No faffing about with like trying to put it in holes. As you can see, well, you can see. I'll try and do this so you guys can see. Let me just get the focus in. Get the focus on there. Turn the brightness down a bit. It's a bit in your face, isn't it? There you go. And you just grab it on the end with your tweezers and bosh it in. There we go. Bosh in. No messing whatsoever there, is there? And they're just literally just in there, like I've not put shitloads of cotton in there. Just enough just to sit at the bottom of the deck. On the bottom. Okay. You just want to tuck in that hole. By the time you got juice on them, they'll soon fluff up. Fluff the ends up a bit. Last one in. Put some juice in that now. There we go. All nicely built. That's not very neat. You don't want them too tight. You just want it just so it sits in. There you go. As you can see there, look. Get that up there. There you go. See nicely down there, look. Just tuck it down like that. And we shall get that. Focus on auto again. And we'll get some juice in there and get a juice up. I've got some homebrew juice here, which is from well, it's not homebrew, but I got the concentrate from the guys over at Decadent Vapors. It's rhubarb cuddle. It's their take on rhubarb and custard, but instead of custard, they've used like that creme anglaise, you know, type flavour, rather than a straight custard, if you know what I mean. So what we need to, this is where it gets a bit awkward when you've got a fat-ended tip. You've got to get that juice down in these, down the side, so to speak. What I usually do is I just go round and just put a little dribble here, there and everywhere, because it's going to find its way in at some point. So just put a little dribble in there. Make sure it's nice and full. Get all the air pockets out, give it a tap. It is a bit of a faff to do this. It's a lot easier with a needle nose top bottle, you know. You like the 10ml bottles. It's a lot easier. There's no mention of how much juice it holds, but I'm going to guess, looking at it, probably about 2 or 3ml, maybe 4ml at a push. It's got quite a nice look, but it's nice shallow vape. I mean, you could, the best way to do it would probably to do little tiny macro coils and get it really sort of like hot and ragey. But this is good for me. This is stainless steel wire. And this will do, that'll do. We're all wicked up. There we go, all wicked up. And it soaks up all the juice, like. Get that in. A little bit of juice around the O-ring there, just to make sure it makes life easier to get in there. And you have to slip it, line these up with pops on there like that, and then you turn it around like that, and you're on, ready to rock and roll. So let's make sure she's firing okay. There you go. Plenty of just give that a little pull back, make sure it's on there nicely, which it is. Well, that smells amazing, that does. Lovely smell off that. Pop that in there, bosh like that. We'll get it on a mod. What should we put it on? Oh, I know what I'll put it on. I shall put it on my Panzer DNA 200. It's a bit battered, but it works. I will get around to painting it at some point. So there we go. The Ziggs Rdta. Isn't that very special? There we are. So let's go up top and we'll have a vape on it, and we'll go through what I like and what I dislike about it, if anything. I shall see you in a second. So we are back up top with the Ziggs Rdta. There we go. It's quite a nice looking little dripper. It's the machining on it. The machining on it is absolutely gorgeous. The machining is lovely on it. And it's quite a nice vape. Wide open airflow. A little bit noisy around the edges. Have I wicked it well? Yep, it's wicked well. Just thought I was getting dry then. but it isn't. Yeah. Clouds for days. So you get plenty. It's kind of a. It's a bit whistly though. When you hoon it. When you give it a good hoon, it's whistly. If you can hear that. That's a normal hit. That's a loud hit. That's quite annoying. But other than that, it's alright. I think it's just the way it is. Maybe where I positioned the coils making it whistle. It's fine if you just normally hear it. Lovely. Flavour is very good because you're so close to the coil. You're literally sort of like, you know, as you can see there. Look, you see, it's just like the coils are just right next to the airflow, and you're quite close to the mouth. Have I got any bad points really? The deck's a bit of a fiddle because it's only 2 posts, but that's just me. It's easy to wick. The only thing is, with it only having a small tank at the bottom, small reservoir I should say, it doesn't last long before you refill it quite a lot because it eats juice unless you go on a high ohm job. It would have been nice to see a single coil option, maybe a little plug or something like that, but for what it is, cloudy for days like. So if I turn it down to 2 air holes, slightly more restricted lung at that. Turn it down to 1 air hole. Flavour's very good. I'm really enjoying this bad boy. Like I say, the machining's lovely. Can't really fault it. The packaging's nice. I would like to have seen a different drip tip in the top. I'm not a big fan of these super wide bore drip tips, personally, but I suppose it adds to the flavour. Actually, should we see how big that diameter of that is? Have a look. We'll do the diameter of this bit here. The inside part of the drip tip. It's 12.66 millimeters in diameter, that piece, and then it's about 4.5 mil deep, yeah. As you can see there, like that, and then it was 12.65 in diameter on the tip piece that goes in, yeah. And then you're talking, oh crap, dropped it. And then you're talking 18 millimeters on the top of the drip tip, so it's quite wide, bugger, but it's only a shorty, as you can see. Look, see. Again, it's going to need focusing. Let's see. But yeah, overall, it's quite. Other than that, that's my only real negative. Is I'm not a big fan of the drip tip. Love that bayonet system. That's great, and the fact that you can change the tanks, unscrew them, and what have you. But it's a noisy bugger when you really hoon it. Does it do it if you turn it down to 2? See, it's only on the third when you have both. You have it fully wide open. If you close it just a little bit, it doesn't whistle. But there we go. That was the Ziggs Rdta, and we shall catch you on the next one. But first, I want to say a big thank you to Cecilia for sending that over. Well, giving it to me at Expo to review for you guys. Got one more product from Advken to get through, which is the Mad Hatter Rdta. Yes, with a flippy top. Yep, which is around somewhere. Oh, it's over there. But we shall see you on the next review, which will probably be a juice review, and then we'll get a couple of juice reviews out of the way, and then we'll get on to some more hardware. So I shall see you next one. Ta-ra for now.